Hello everyone, I am Hema Sati Sharma and student. We are discussing the chapter reproduction in plants. In our previous lecture, we were discussing pollination. So we had discussed that if the pollen from is transferred within a single flower or within a single plant, that will be called self pollination. So here in this case, like the pollen grain is transferred from the same flower to the stigma of the same flower, so this is self pollination. And here what is happening, the pollen grain is transferring to the another flower of the same plant, so this is self pollination. And if the pollen grain is transferred from one plant to another plant, this will be called cross pollination, right? So in this lecture we'll be discussing about agents of pollination. So now here pollination is what? Transfer of pollen grains. So now how these pollen grains will be transferred? So there are several agents which transfer pollen grains from one flower to the another flower. So this process of pollination is carried out by some external agencies like wind, water, insects and birds. So here you can see this is a honeybee, which is now you can see how the body of honeybees totally stick with the pollen grains. Butterfly is also act as agents of pollination. So here you can see birds, moths, butterflies, insects, even bats also. They are facilitating the pollination. Now fertilization. So again and again we are discussing that sexual reproduction means the fertilization of male gamete and female gamete. Now male gamete and female gamete are produced in flowers. Therefore flowers are called reproductive organs. So now since flowers have produced male gametes and female gametes, now these male and female gametes have bring closer, or they have come together with the process of pollination. Now what next? So since they are brought together, they will fuse with each other. So the process in which the male gamete fuses with female gamete to form zygote or a new cell is called fertilization. So what happens? In a reproductive organ of the plant, that is flower, pollens are produced. Pollens are produced in male part. Now these pollen through pollination are deposited in the female part, which is called pistil, right? So now when pollens are deposited in the stigma, the pollen begins to germinate. Like the seed germinates, in similar fashion pollen also starts germinating. So after some time that pollen germinates into a long pollen tube. Now that pollen tube reaches to the ovule, right? Now pollen tube which is developed from the pollen grain, now pollen grain burst and male gamete travels through the pollen tube and reaches to the female gametes in the ovary. So now here you see these are the pollen grains which have got stick to the stigma. So now this is the female part. So now pollen grain germinates into tube. Now this tube contains now pollen grain, then again will burst into and release the male gametes. Two male gametes it will release, and it will come here where female gamete is present. Now they will fuse and make the zygote, which will develop into new organism. So this process of female and male gamete is called fertilization. The male gametes move down the pollen tube and the tube enters the ovule present inside the ovary. The tip of pollen tube bursts and the male gamete comes out of the pollen tube as I discussed earlier. Inside the ovary, male gamete fuse with the female gamete which is present in the ovule to form a fertilized egg cell which is called zygote. Now this zygote will develop into an embryo, and this embryo will be a part of the seed, and when the seed will germinate, the embryo will give rise to new plant. And this is how full sexual reproduction take place. Now we'll discuss double fertilization. So as I told you that pollen tube burst, and from that pollen tube two male gametes come out. Now this double fertilization is a chief trait of the flowering plant. So what is happening here? One male female gamete unites with the two male gametes. So since the fertilization happening two times, so therefore it is called double fertilization. So one of the male gametes, it fertilizes with the egg so that it forms zygote, whereas the other male gamete fuses with the two polar nuclei which is present in the ovary. See here, you can see one is egg, one the other are two polar nuclei. So two male gametes, out of two male gametes, one will fuse with them and other will fuse with two polar nuclei. So the male gamete which is fusing with egg cell will produce seed, and the female or zygote, and the other male gamete which unites with two polar nuclei will form endosperm. Now this endosperm will give nutrition to the seed at the time of germination. Now it is why it is called triple fusion, because fusion is taking place between two polar nuclei and uh, one egg cell. So therefore it is triple fusion. Now here's, this is the reproduction in plants which is explained in just one slide. So here you can see these are the part of the flower: sepals, this is petal, this is female part, and this is male part. Anther produces pollens. Pollen grain transferred to the female part or stigma of the pistil, where it begins to germinate. Right, when it begins to germinate, the pollen grain burst and male gametes are uh, produced or transferred to the ovule, where it fertilizes and form the seed. This is polar nuclei, this is egg nucleus. They fertilization happens, endosperm and zygote is formed. Right, so zygote develops into embryo, whereas this endosperm nucleus develop into endosperm, which give rise to seedlings. So here how reproduction in plants is taking place. So reproduction is finished when seed germinates into a new plant. This is the reproduction, right? So in our next lecture we'll be discussing about fruit and seed formation. Thank you.